Hi, so I'm going to show you a recipe for spaghetti and meatballs. Normally it has a lot of stuff in it that is not on the list, so but I found sort of some substitutions that work and sort of achieves the same result without some of the same ingredients. So it's actually really simple. It's just 5 ingredients: ground turkey, chia seeds, sauerkraut, pasta sauce, and rice pasta. So the first part is to get the meatballs started. So normally with meatballs you would put in egg and onions and oftentimes bread or breadcrumbs or something like that. The egg and the breadcrumbs together basically are designed to keep the meatballs moist and also to help them stick together, because if you just use meat by itself it can kind of fall apart. But the chia seeds and the sauerkraut actually sort of achieve the same thing. So I'm just getting the meat a little pushed out. So then chia seeds, apparently they have some kind of like this forms like kind of a gel, and so you can use them, at least the idea anyways, that you can use them to, that gel kind of to bind the meatballs together like the egg and the breadcrumbs normally would. So I actually use a lot. I use like, well, that might be too much. I guess like a quarter cup probably. Just kind of enough, and mix it in so that it's pretty thoroughly, actually might be too much, but just so that it's like well distributed throughout the meats. Yeah, this, I mean, you could probably do this, I could have had a real recipe, but I just kind of am winging it. So I really just want to get it sort of thoroughly distributed. At this point I'm also going to put in sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is nice because it adds a lot of flavor. It's actually kind of similar in flavor to onion, so you get meatballs that actually taste a lot like egg and onion containing ones would, but it doesn't have either of those things. So throw in a sauerkraut. You can kind of see just like approximate proportion here. The sauerkraut adds a lot of moisture and again flavor, and just really want to combine it all together. Giant piece of sauerkraut. You want it to be, and you can even start to see the sauerkraut also kind of helps it stick together. So with the chia seeds, you need to let them sit for, I believe, half an hour. So once it's all combined, then you just kind of set this aside for half an hour, and then we'll do it back in half an hour. So it's been about half an hour. I don't know that I really see much of a difference, but in theory these have like formed a gel inside the meat. And actually there is another ingredient, which is some kind of oil. So you'll see I have water, I'm getting boiling. You actually want to put some oil in there. Helps keep the noodles from sticking together. And then I'm going to get just a little bit of oil in the pan going. Actually, I'm going to use all oil. Just kind of going to keep the meatballs from sticking. Get that here. So yeah, I mean, you just sort of make meatballs in the normal way. Just grab a piece. These are probably like medium size. They could be a little smaller, a little bigger, but these should stay together pretty well. oil to heat up. Different size. The bigger you make them, the easier it'll be for them to fall apart. And these I probably put a little too much sauerkraut liquid in, so they're a little. The mixture's a little thin, but I think this will be fine. So oil's not heated up. You just throw them in there. Start to get them browned. You could actually make turkey burgers pretty much the same way, because it's more or less the same thing. You just make them into patties instead of meatballs. Yeah, I'm actually burning pretty fast, so just kind of roll them around, try to get them browned pretty well on all sides. Try to keep them all shapes. You can see they're actually. You can actually see they're sticking together pretty well. So I think this works. All right, so now they're all pretty much nice and brown. I just kind of have been moving them around and making sure they get brown on all sides. Pasta water's ready. So really then all you have to do, just put your pasta sauce in the same pan as meatballs. And just a little shake, get them and then you want to lower the heat on the pan. Just keep it from getting overcooked. Stir it around a little bit. And yeah, honestly, that's about it. Just going to cover this. Keep heating on basically the lowest heat I can get here. And then just cook the pasta as the directions specify, and that's it. And I guess I'll just show you the final thing. All right, so that's it. I just let the meatballs simmer in the sauce, the pan with the sauce, while the pasta cooked, which was about almost 14 minutes. And that's it. Spaghetti meatballs.
Yum yum.